So hello everyone. Thank you so much for signing up for today's hormonal balance webinar. I have been wanting to do this for a long time, and usually when I'm working with a one-on-one client, we are more in person. We're looking into the adrenal glands, the thyroid glands, the liver, the kidneys, and all the other beautiful organs and glands that our body have to support us. But when we are doing a webinar like this, I don't really have a reference except in a general sense how the body works, functions, and what it needs to function, really. And if I don't have a client sitting in front of me working, I'm working with, then I can give you all the tips that I have seen working for me, what works for one person, any person in general. However, these would be the foundations that the non-negotiable habits that will help support your body. But in your body, when you work with me in a one-on-one, you will notice there is one organ, there's one gland, there's an area in your life that is speaking a bit louder at this time. So if I speak for the next 10 minutes, giving you 10 things that will work for you to support your hormonal health, there will be one or two will really resonate with you today, because your body will speak, your body will give you the cue that this is it, I need this. So when you're listening back to this replay, pay attention to the gentle whispers that the body gives us, because the body is the subconscious. It keeps and stores memory. It also guides us because it holds all the wisdom, but the injury also, the trauma, the stresses, all of it. So be mindful. If you have a piece of paper beside you, write it down, whatever comes to you. When I'm talking to you about something, just write down whatever your body speaks or whatever resonates with you, whatever you think, oh yeah, this is bang on. I want this. I want to do this. So just be mindful of this. Now, before we begin, I would like us to be in sync together. So I know you're watching it on the replay, but still, if we breathe together, we will be in tune with one. So if you're watching right now, you can do it with me. So dropping to your body, to the point of reference, which is your heart center, where your heart beat, where you connect to your body, where you connect to yourself. So just let's take 1 minute to ground ourselves, because I know right now you've been probably busy doing cooking, cleaning, minding children, working, whatever you've been doing. You've been all over the place. The energy is all over the place. So we want to bring it back to your heart center here, where you feel like you belong here, and you can feel what's happening to this body, as the body holds a wisdom. So if you put your right leg on top of your left leg, you can do this standing, or you can do it sitting down, whichever way. Put your right hand under your left armpit and your left hand on top of your right shoulder. What I'd like you to do is turn your head gently toward your left and rotate your body toward the right. And breathe with me 6 times, in through your nose, out through your mouth, through your nose. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, Turn your head toward the center and then toward your right. Rotate your body toward your left and breathe again 6 times a day. Turn back to your center. Set an intention for what is it that you want from this call today? Why are you here? What exactly did you sign up for? What is the answer you're looking for today? Set this intention for you. Set this intention that your body will hear what it needs to hear, will receive the wisdom that comes your way today. Thank you so much for being here again. Okay, so my name is Mira, as you know it already because you are here, and I am a mom of 4. My eldest daughter, she's almost 25 and she doesn't live with me. She's working and grown up and moved out. My 3 young ones, 12, 11 and 9, they live with me and they are in school right now, and that's the time that I work. That's the time I choose to work. Hence the webinar is during the day when they're not here. I try not to work in the evening. I try to be with them when they come back from school, and that's the choice that I have made because I have been dealing with my own health concern for a long time after giving birth and after moving to Ireland myself 15 years ago. I'm originally from Mauritius. So 15 years ago, when I moved to Ireland, I started noticing a lot of health issues, beginning with migraines. Then my son Joshua was born. He's 12 now, he'll be 13 next week. And then migraine, low energy. I became so swelled. Water retention. There was a lot of water retention. So from small size to like I became this size in like months. And my skin had turned a little bit of a gray, bluish color. My mood was like, oh my gosh, all over the place. PMS. I was in a really bad place. This is where my learning, my researching about what was happening with my own body, I just couldn't understand what was going on, and I wasn't okay with the way things were going. And then light bulb after light bulb, I could see, I could hear the inspiration coming. I could hear people talking about one thing, and I said, I want to know about this. This is where it began. It wasn't given to me on a plate. I had to go out there because, as you know, if you go to your GP, they will give you a prescription. They will give you an injection. They will give you something, but they don't really talk to you about bringing your body to balance. If this lands with you today, drop me a comment, send me an email, drop me a message wherever you're listening, watching from. I'd love to hear. You know, we haven't been taught how to bring balance to our body. And whether you're watching it with high cholesterol, high cortisol, high or low thyroid, whatever it is, whatever concern, inflammation level, water retention, even low mood, PMS, irritability, you can't sleep at nighttime, you can't eat without pain, you're constipated. Doesn't matter how big your symptom is or how small the symptom is. When there is a symptom, this is a sign that your body needs balance. Because when we have hormonal imbalance, in the same name, in the same word, sorry, is the word balance. Imbalance. It's almost like I am balance. I want balance. So you want balance. We want to balance the hormonal health. And for the last, since 13 years now, my journey began, but I started learning and went back to college, studied nutritional science, made sense of what the hell was going on with my body, and then started working on myself and people around me and my private clients. We've been doing it for over 10 years now. And if there is one thing that works, is simplifying it without complicating what they've told you, what someone has told you, the magic pill. There is no magic pill. If you don't honor this body here, if you don't be in tune and connected to this body, understanding what it's talking about, what it's saying, the signs and symptoms the body is speaking, then no magic pill will resolve it for you, because you're going to keep going on a new diet and a new diet and a new supplement plan and a new prescription list. And then once you stop it, you go back to the same problem, or the problem is a bigger problem now. If you can relate to this, then let me know. I've been seeing it. You can go on a diet for 6 weeks. You can go on a diet for 8 weeks, but then you feel good. You actually feel good, because what's happening is you're numbing this issue, the root cause. You're numbing it for a while. And then after 8 weeks, when you go back to your old habits, your old ways, because we are creature of habits, we will go back to the habit unless we've reprogrammed the subconscious, work out the new habit, make it strong and stable, then we are going to eventually revert back. And we will do it again. And then we go back to the same old ways, and the body is still speaking, or it becomes louder and louder. The symptoms becomes louder and louder. So, you know, you've probably heard it, we write the book that we want to read. So I wrote this book, this narrative, because I wanted to hear this message, this nourishing method that I have created, or the way that I'm teaching even right now, what worked for me and for my clients, is the book that I wanted to read. And I wrote it because I didn't see it before. Now, you're not going to hear this message on social media too much, because I don't think too many people are speaking about it. Yes, there's a hype for this brand of supplements, this new diet, there's a new fitness, there's a new workout, there's a new something, always there's a new something. And they promise you good health, they promise you everything else. But what about the old one that already worked? What about the old habits, the old ways our ancestors, our grandparents have done already? What about the habits that they have had? If you look at health concern in the world right now, there's an increase of health issues right now in comparison to when our grandparents were. There were lesser health issues, hormonal health, hormonal imbalance. From in Mauritius now, when I don't remember anyone speaking about hormonal imbalances. I don't remember anyone speaking about depression. Not that there wasn't any, there must be, but it wasn't a big one. And it wasn't suppressed either. We did talk, we are emotional beings. We express, in Mauritius, we express, we just express it. We are angry, we are angry. We are happy, we are happy. You can see us dancing, you can see us throwing things. We express so much. And there are other issues there, but hormonal imbalances, that wasn't one of them. You had your period every month. We didn't have PMS, we didn't have breast tenderness, we didn't have anxiety before the period. You could be running around climbing a tree and then you notice that you have your period. Now I'm speaking for me. I was brought up in a huge family, like I had about 20, 25 cousins around me. So I'm speaking for all of us, knowing, because we talk, girls, we talk, cousins, we were growing together. There wasn't any of this. Now, if there was anywhere else, then I apologize. Not in my circle. So something was working. Again, there were other issues, but it wasn't one of them. So if you are diagnosed, you were diagnosed with any health condition, and I want to ask you this question: if you could tear this diagnosis today and put it in the bin and come back to you, or just if you just close your eyes and look at yourself lying down in bed at nighttime, you don't see a diagnosis. You look at your body from above, you don't see a diagnosis, you don't see the numbers. What you see is maybe a discomfort within your body. This is what you see and feel. Remember this word, feel. Your body speaks in feeling, in sensations. It doesn't speak about numbers, high this, low this. So if you feel your body right now, you lying down in bed, you're from above looking at your physical body. What is this body speaking? Where is the discomfort? Where are you feeling the discomfort? Is it in your chest? Is it in your gallbladder? Maybe the gallbladder is sluggish. Maybe your kidneys. Maybe your lower back. Where is the tightness, the contraction? Where is it happening? Is it cramping? Are you not walking properly? Your toes are too tight? What's happening? Is head tension? Do you have a brain fog? Are you just like too annoyed and frustrated with things around you? What's happening within your body? Not the diagnosis. What's happening with you? I want you to tell me, Mira, I am bloated. I feel bloated. I feel constipated. I haven't gone to the loo in 5 days. I feel horrible. This is what you're feeling. You feel horrible in your body. You're feeling tight. Everything is sluggish. It's not flowing. This is you coming back to your body. This is what we are speaking about. When you come back to your body, you are feeling you. You're coming back to your wholeness. Now, when you come back to this place of understanding what is your body speaking, and we're going to take the example of bloating or constipation, what's happening, what is causing this bloating, and then we go under the layer. This is the work that I do on a one-on-one with my clients. What is the underlying cause of this constipation, of you having a heartburn, or your mood is off, you can't focus, you can't concentrate, you don't have the energy to do much, to clean your own house? What's happening? What's the underlying? What's holding you back? Let's peel the layers. Let's discover. There's so much to talk about. So most of the people that I work with, we are all energy body. We know that. You know that this is the work that I do. Yes, I'm a nutrition therapist, but I work with the human body, but we are energy body. So most people I work with, they have a tendency to rely on 3 types of food. And I'm going to go back to what we could do in a minute. So 3 types of food that we have a tendency to rely on when something is off. If we are stressed, we want comfort food. So we rely on food that are numbing, depressant. I call it a depressant food. So it kind of numbs the problem because you're stressed. You don't want to feel the stress. You don't want to feel the emotion that's overriding. You want comfort food. So you go toward comfort food. This would be fried food, any comfort food, greasy food. Do you know what we're talking about? Pizzas and all that. Because your body doesn't want you to feel the emotion too much. You need to comfort it. Other people who maybe have low energy, they are exhausted, they have chronic fatigue, they want to have stimulating foods. They go toward caffeine, sugary food, something that stimulates you, gives you the adrenaline kick because you're being pushed. Your adrenal glands need more adrenaline to go and to do the work. So you need this kick. I want this high energy. And other people, after doing the work together, We go into what's causing the root cause. What is the emotion you're trying to comfort or to stimulate? When we've done the work, we peel the layers, then we go on to nourishing food, balancing food. This is food that is whole, that gives you freshness, aliveness, gives your adrenal glands, your thyroid glands, your liver to function optimally, to do the work that's always been meant to do. I hope this is making sense now. So our mood is biochemical. It's like mood, it involves a chemical reaction. So our hormones are chemical messages. Our moods involve chemical reaction. So if you want to address your hormonal health, so understand that your hormones are chemical messages, okay? Another word for hormones is chemical messages. So it's a chemical that has to give messages to. So speaking about the thyroid metabolism, remember that in our brain, we have two parts. First one is hypothalamus. It begins stimulating the thyroid releasing hormone. Then it goes down to the pituitary. It releases another hormone. Then it goes to the thyroid gland. Thyroid gland needs iodine to activate certain hormone. Then it goes down to the liver. Then the liver converts the T4 into T3 hormone. So not only your brain does the work, your thyroid gland does the work, your liver does the work. So we need all of them to be doing this work. So it's not only when we're speaking about hormonal balance, we don't only work on your liver, we don't only work on your thyroid gland, we don't only work with your brain, your nervous system, we work with the body in general, all of it, because you're one system. Your toe is connected to your brain. That's why there's a reflexology. People go to pay money to go to reflexologists to do the work, and then they feel calm. Why do they feel calm? Calm when the person is working on the toes or on the feet, because it works, because we are connected. We have thousands of nerve cells in our fingers at the nerve endings at the finger points. That's why when you eat with your fingers, you digest food better. That's in Ayurveda. That's why when you walk barefoot, you feel more at ease in your body, more relaxed. Inflammation is dropping down on the ground because your feet is connected. So when it comes to balancing the hormone, it's the body in general that we want to work. We want to bring balance in every state of you, every being of you, every part of you. Now, I mentioned that the hypothalamus stimulates your first begins stimulating the hormone that goes to the pituitary gland. What stimulates the hypothalamus? A thought. Maybe a conscious thought or a subconscious thought. An old belief, value, pattern, habit, or a new one. It will stimulate something in you. So there we go into emotions, trauma. What is the body holding? What old ways, belief, values that doesn't work, doesn't serve you anymore, that's still doing around in your body and affecting your thyroid hormone or your hormone in general. Stress, how could this be impacting your health? So thinking about all of this, so a thought can stimulate negatively or positively your thyroid hormone, and it can affect it in a negative way. So what can you do? What can you do if you have a hormonal imbalance? These are things that work for me. These are things that any nutrition therapist will suggest that you work on, depending on which organ and gland is affecting you or it's speaking louder, you need to take that on board and work with someone in a one-on-one capacity. So we can look deeper into what works and what doesn't work. But I hope this made sense and it's landing with you. If not, just let me know after, send me an email so I can clarify and explain a little bit more. So when we come to hormonal symptoms, again, there's a list on the chat box now. Let me know which one is yours. So the first few are depression, mood swings, cravings is a big one, and breast tenderness, unable to sleep, cramps, and all that. So what would help? So I would really begin with your nervous system. Your nervous system is, again, your brain, your thought pattern, what's inside, where we were raised, what did we believe, what did we see our parents do, what did we see our grandparents do. So all of these has been stored in our body somewhere. And we behave the same way as they do unknowingly. We think similarly as they do unknowingly. But today, this opinion or this belief is not serving us. Or maybe something happened when you were a child, someone ridiculed you, and this became as if an emotion that hasn't been released, and it's been stored in our fascia, our connective tissues. Because emotions are energy that can be stored in our body, parts of our body. And unless we let go, release, do the work to release it, then it gets stored there. And somehow it speaks a little bit through pain, through discomfort, or sometimes the energy can be stored in the kidneys, but then you're feeling the pain in your lower back. So going deeper, working with a one-on-one capacity, so we can look into what could be causing this for you. So nervous system. So reevaluating what you believe and what you think, and the patterns that you have, what's not supporting you anymore. And again, dropping down into your body daily through meditation. I'm smiling because I know not many people like meditation, but like you don't have to be meditating for 25 minutes or 1 hour a day. You can just meditate or be mindful of the things that you do daily. Even if you're brushing your teeth, brush your teeth a little bit slower, feel the brush around your gum, like don't just like autopilot. Remove yourself from the autopilot way of doing things per day. Slow down. You're not a machine. Slow down, slow down, slow down. Even if when you're brushing your hair, when you're putting your clothes on, or if you're applying your cream, whatever you're applying on you, just be a little bit more mindful. I love the touch of my skin. So this is you being mindful. So if you don't like sitting down doing 10 minutes meditation, thinking about your thoughts or not thinking about your thoughts, be mindful in everything that you do. When you're cooking, just be mindful of the colors of the food, of the smell. When you're walking outside, just be a bit more observant rather than having your ear headset on and listening to music. Just pay attention to the birds singing. So all of these mindful moments will bring you to your body. Again, you're calling this energy to your body. I call my energy and my power back to my body. This is what we do rather than scattered. We want it to be here. So these mindful moments will allow you to become or to be more in this state of. And when you are here, you're releasing those beautiful happy hormones, because when you see a butterfly, what happens? You say, wow, look at this butterfly. I have an orange flower in my garden. I can see right now. And I keep looking at it when I'm working. And every time I look at this flower, what's happening is my happy hormones is being released, instead of look at this disaster, there's something wrong. Do you know, when we're constantly in that pattern, in that flow of negativity and what's not working, it's good to be looking at things that are not working, but with a solution mindset rather than just being stuck there. So if we appreciate the things that we have, the little things that we have in life a little bit more, be grateful of the people we have around us, the things that we have. It doesn't have to be huge. You don't have to be a billionaire. Even if you have a tenner, yesterday you didn't have a tenner in your pocket, today you do. It doesn't matter. It doesn't have to be vanity and have big cars and all of it. Be grateful for what you already have. And all of this will stimulate happier hormones, hormones that will help you, will boost you, will elevate you rather than suppress you. Okay, so a very good exercise that I like to do to ground my energy is barefoot walking. You've seen me, you know I do this. I've been showing you all plenty of time. So barefoot walking, you could do that. Somatic release. So this is you need someone in person to be working somatic energy release, trauma release. If you know something has happened in the past, and you want to move past this, but somehow you just find yourself in a loop. You keep thinking about this negativity. Work with someone, get it done, release this energy. Daily movement. When you are moving daily, you are releasing endorphin, and this is a happy hormone that brings you joy and creativity. Sleep hygiene. Make sure that your sleep is, it's like your life depends on sleeping. When you're sleeping, your liver is detoxing. When you're sleeping, your liver is servicing your body, is cleansing your body. If you don't have enough sleep, your cells doesn't get repaired. If you're sleeping with the internet on or the phone right beside your head or even under your pillow charging, so all this electromagnetic frequency is harmful for your nervous system, for your body. It's not good for you. Turn off your phone if you can. Buy a small clock if you really need a clock for an alarm. If you don't need it, keep your phone aside in a different room. Turn off the internet at night time. Stay away from these that causes inflammation in our body. And sleep hygiene and relationships. Relationships, I know this is a difficult one, but other people's energy and other people's toxicity, or if you have a good friend, you can communicate, you can share, you can do things together, you find yourself in a state of joy. When you spend time with someone who is toxic, always draining you, then it's pulling out of you. Again, it drains you, your energy is low, then it stimulates hormones that are not really supporting you. So it's not bringing you to you, it's not bringing balance to you, it's draining, it's pulling, it's taking from you. So be mindful of your relationships as well. Now onto the dietary, onto the area that I work with my client, which is blood sugar balancing. It doesn't matter what hormonal health you have, low or high, cortisol or no cortisol, insulin, no, insulin, yes. You have to begin with blood sugar balancing. What do I mean? So when you wake up in the morning, if you feel like you don't want to get out of bed, you feel tired, you feel exhausted, you want to go back to covering yourself, and you don't feel like you want to do much. 12 o'clock, you need, or 10 o'clock, you need a coffee, or you need a protein bar, you need a muffin, you need something to just give you this boost of energy to move on. 3 o'clock, your energy is so low, you're just tired, you're exhausted, you can't focus, you're yawning constantly, you just want to go home, you just want to go watch TV. 6 o'clock, when you come back home, you push yourself to do whatever needs to be done, serve dinner, clean up, do the laundry, whatever needs to be done. 8 o'clock, you sit down, it's time for you to sleep. You probably do take a snooze, maybe a few minutes, 5, 10 minutes, 10 minutes, you just sleep, and then you wake up. Now you can't go back to sleep. When it's bedtime, you can't go back to sleep. You feel hyper, you want to change the world, you want to write a book, you want to call your mother, something. Now you want excitement. what's happening is there is a cortisol imbalance. Now, we need cortisol in our life because we need all the hormones. All the hormones, I'm going to simplify it, all the hormones that we have, adrenaline, cortisol, insulin, all of them has its own function in our body. We need those hormones to do the work that it has to do. But when it's dysregulated, it's doing the opposite, then we need to bring balance. So if you wake up, what I just explained, if you wake up in the morning, you don't have the energy, at nighttime you feel like you want to go party, disco, and all that, then there's an imbalance. In the morning, our cortisol level should be high, naturally, because we need cortisol, gives us the alertness. When there's a stress, we feel alert. Because when there's a stress, we feel the release of cortisol. So naturally, your body stimulates cortisol for you in the morning. So you can wake up out of the bed, hey, I'm alive and I'm up, the sun is out, it's time for me to go and dance, it's time for me to go do some work. This is naturally your body producing it. At nighttime, your body slows down, or in the afternoon, evening, your body slows down the level of cortisol because it's time for you to rest and relax and go to sleep. If it's the other way around, then you need to work on it. How do you work on it? Again, you want to start with your nervous system. Why is your nervous system releasing higher amount of cortisol? You want to ask this. Why is your body releasing too much cortisol for you to function where it doesn't need to? Okay, so some of the symptoms that I've already explained would be relevant to high cortisol or high adrenaline level. So work on your blood sugar balance. So in the morning, this is a new one. You know, it's not a new one. You know, I've been speaking about blood sugar balancing. How do you do it? Eat your breakfast. If you have a hormonal imbalance, start your morning with breakfast. I know people intermittent fast. It's not for you. If you have a hormonal imbalance right now, do not begin your day with intermittent fasting, because what's going to happen is you're going to eat a lot during the period of time that you're supposed to eat, and during the morning you're not eating. It's going to have a blood sugar impact. Why? Because when the sun is out, our body, similar to cortisol, begins releasing digestive enzymes to break down the food. This is how we know. When your body is releasing digestive enzymes to break down the food to eat, that means your body is ready to eat. Guess when your body doesn't release digestive enzyme? In the evening, at night. So if you're intermittent fasting and you're eating till late night, 8, 9 o'clock, and not eating during the day, then you're doing the reverse. It's not going to help you in the long run. What you could do is eat your breakfast, your lunch, and your dinner, and then stop eating at around 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock, 6 o'clock more likely, because your body, when the sun goes down, your body doesn't release digestive enzymes. So work with nature, work with the sun and the moon. Honor, if you begin honoring this side of you, nature, because we are nature being, your body is releasing digestive enzyme because it needs to break down the food. You need energy in the morning. You don't need energy in the evening. So why would you be eating big dinner in the evening? You need energy during the day. You need to function during the day. You need to go and hunt. You need to go and pick berries. That's why you need energy. At nighttime, you don't need energy. Well, you do, but you don't. So don't do it other way around. So eat your breakfast in the morning. Of course, eat a protein-packed breakfast. Eggs are amazing if we simplify it. Eggs are amazing. Have some scrambled eggs, have a slice of avocado, maybe some sauteed mushroom, or have my liver cleansing smoothies. I've given a free recipe guide for you and a masterclass on how to make some beautiful, nourishing recipes for free. So start there. Start balancing your blood sugar level by starting your day with a good breakfast, protein breakfast. If you're consuming cereal, if you're consuming Weetabix, or bread and jam, or bread and toast, bread and butter, bread and peanut butter, it doesn't really have the nutrients that your body is looking for. What happens is, again, if you look at a chart in the morning, AM, your blood sugar is a little bit low. Naturally, it's a little bit low because you've been fasting for 12, 14 hours. When you are eating sugary breakfast, you have a bigger spike. The problem is not when the spike is on, because when you have the spike, you feel, yay, great, I have the focus, I have the energy, I can go on. But then when something goes up, it also comes down. So if the base level is here, so you have a spike and then it goes down lower. And when it goes down, that's when you are having the symptoms, the headache, the lethargy, the brain fog, the anxiety. That's when this is happening. So if you are giving your body the big spike, expect lower. So what's also happening when this is having a big spike, you are creating more insulin in your body. Your adrenal glands is having to push more adrenaline when it's going down. You're forcing your organs to work for you. You're overworking your organs. When you have high insulin level, then it goes on to blood sugar problems, pre-diabetic, then diabetes, then it goes on to something else. If you want to begin now, blood sugar balancing, protein, and some vegetables, plant sources. Do the same for your lunch, do the same for your dinner. A piece of fish, a piece of chicken, lamb, beef, eggs, beans, and other vegetables. If you like pasta, have a smaller portion of pasta, have more vegetables. 3/4 of your plate should be of vegetables, a palm size of protein, and a small garnish with rice or pasta or potatoes. Just sprinkle a bit, not too much, especially if you're working on your hormonal health. Do this for a period of time and notice how you feel. Again, feel. Don't measure, don't go measuring. Feel. How is your body feeling? Is your energy level better? Cook the same food that you cook. Change the oil. Change the salt. Don't use hydrogenated oil, vegetable oil. A big no-no. Remove vegetable oil completely. Replace it with coconut oil or ghee. Or if you're making a salad, you can use udus oil, flaxseed oil, cold press flaxseed oil, or cold press extra virgin olive oil. But just remember the source. Be mindful of the source, because not all olive oil is coming from a good place. So I hope this was clear. Blood sugar balancing, protein, vegetables, remove hydrogenated oil. You can eat butter. You can cook with butter. You can cook with ghee. You can cook with coconut oil. Remove hydrogenated oil, vegetable oil, all types of hydrogenated oil. And hydrate your body. Obviously, hydrate your body. Again, if you are working on your blood sugar, on your hormonal health, you want to repair the internal cells, your tissues. Again, this goes into gut health, because if there's an imbalance in your hormone health, in your nervous system, then there is an imbalance in your gut flora, your microbes in your gut. So we want to have a bit more of the good bacteria, less of the bad one. How do we do this? Antioxidant-rich food, colorful food, beetroots, berries, green leafy veggies, and red onions, red cabbage. So all the different colors. So red, purple, green, orange, carrots, sweet potatoes, peppers, all types, all different colors. So more colorful your plate is looking, the better for your gut microbes the better for your hormones. So your gut health, in your gut, you produce serotonin. It's a happy or good feeling hormone. If you want to feel good, you want to feel happy, then you want to improve your gut health, your gut microbes. Replenish them with antioxidant rich food, plenty of fiber, plenty of fiber from vegetable plants. Fiber only comes from vegetables and fruits, not from Weetabix. You don't have fiber in bread, you don't have fiber in Weetabix, because it's not the natural form. Yes, it's known as whole flour, whole bread, but it's not in its natural form. Fiber is the fibers from plants, so fruits and vegetables. And make sure you have plenty of magnesium-rich food, avocados, green leafy veggies, because you need magnesium, you need essential fatty acid. Our cells are covered with essential fats, healthy fats. So we need healthy fats to improve our thyroid health, our hormonal health. We need magnesium, we need essential fatty acid, we need B6. So all of them. And if your gut health is poor, then you're going to have a tendency of having low moods and depression and anxiety and all of it. So you want to work on that. Now, improving your liver health, because the thyroid hormone converts your liver. Sorry, your liver converts your thyroid hormone. So you want to have a good liver functioning, so detoxing properly. So again, if you're eating the way I just explained, with antioxidant rich food, plenty of fiber, add in bitter food, because bitter food will stimulate your bile, your gallbladder. If your bile is sluggish, your gallbladder is sluggish, then you're not going to be detoxifying properly. So you want to improve your gallbladder and your liver health with bitter food, apple cider vinegar, lemon juice, parsley, rocket leaves, make pesto, make salads, watercress, all of those bitter food. So next one is seeds and nuts. Seeds and nuts are really good in essential fatty acid, magnesium, zinc, B6, B3, B5, all of the nutrients that our body needs to function properly, and their hormones need those. Our organs and glands need those nutrients. So where we're going to get it? From real food. If you have a thyroid imbalance, iodine is really good. Don't go buying iodine supplement, because not all of them are from good source. Seaweed is really good. Kelp, add seaweed salt. Make your own if you know how to. Again, bitter food, garlic, onion, fennel, dill. All of this is important for your liver support. And when it comes to blood sugar balancing, eat smaller but frequent meals. Limit all forms of sugar. Obviously, you know this, all forms of sugar, and eat an anti-inflammatory diet. So these would be really, really helpful. And let me know if you have any questions. And now, if you're prone to having cravings, and I just explained you a little bit about hormonal imbalance related to stress. So remember that your body is only helping you. Your body is giving you a cue. So when you're stressed, you have cravings. You want to eat the ice cream, you want to eat the chocolate, you want to eat the bread, you want to eat the noodles, you want to eat everything that you don't feel like you should be eating, but you eat. Now, if you work with me, you know that I don't entirely believe in the remove all. I eat my brownie when I want to. I eat a slice of bread when I feel like it. I eat whatever I want when I want to. But because I don't have the cravings, it's because I want to, not because I'm craving it. When I'm having an ice cream, it's not because I have a craving for ice cream. It's because my children are out. We've gone out for a day and they want an ice cream. I say yes. I don't crave go and get me a brownie, go get me something because I'm craving it. It's because I just want it. I enjoy the taste of a hot chocolate, very rich chocolate brownie. It's not because my body is saying I crave it. Now, I'm not going to blame your body for giving you the cue because craving is coming from somewhere. What exactly are you craving for? Is the question I like to ask. If you're craving chocolate, then know that you're probably low in on magnesium. Or if you go in the emotional area, what is it that you're actually craving for? Is it love? Is it a sense of belonging? Is it you feel like you need someone to validate you? Is it because you feel like you need comfort? You feel like you want to be comforted by someone? What is it that you're craving for? So all these questions, I know it's a bit heavy, but like it is time to speak about it. When there is an imbalance, your body is looking for balance. What part, which area are you looking for balance? Which area do you want to work? Which area is louder for you today or at this stage? Your body is speaking. Are you hearing it? So again, stress is a major one when it comes to hormonal imbalance. Think about your family, your job, unresolved issues, stress that's causing in your own body because of poor nutrient diet. If you can go back to the blood sugar balancing method that I just explained, flourish your gut flora, eat plenty of fiber, plenty of nourishing antioxidant rich food with the approach of blood sugar balancing. So less carbohydrates, potatoes and rice and pasta, no sugar, no flour produced. Remove all of those and increase your antioxidant rich food, anti-inflammatory food. That this will make or create a resilience in your body for any other stresses coming from outside. So if your body is holding you together because it has the capacity to hold you together, and if there is a stress from outside coming, then it will be more able to deal with that outside stress because you're not stuck, you're not looking from it from a place of stuckness, you're looking from a place from outside. This is an external stress. I don't need to be involved as much in this. You don't feel everything draining you. You can observe from outside. So first place to begin is to change your internal, to work on you, to support your inside, your tissue, your cells, your organs, your glands. And take regular Epsom salt bath. Again, if you are stressed out, you feel all over the place, not only salt is grounding, but it also relaxes your nerves, your muscles. So it's a really good one, maybe 3 times per day, per week, 3 times per day, that wouldn't be bad. 3 times per week, if you could get yourself a big Epsom salt and soak yourself in the bath without any chemicals, just Epsom salt. And if you have some maybe lavender from your garden or rosemary is a good one, add that in and you will absorb magnesium in a different format, in a different form from the Epsom salt, and you're going to be feeling amazing if you keep doing it. And dark leafy veggies is really good in magnesium as well. Sleep, as I already explained, sleep is really important because you want to support your body to restore and reset and balance when you're sleeping. And lack of sleep is a really contributing factor, a huge contributing factor when it comes to cortisol imbalance. So you want to address that. And what else? So yeah. Yeah, so that's all I have to share, or I have more, but like, so if you want to work on your hormonal health, again, so these foods, fish, chicken, seeds and nuts, beans would be all of these would be protein, and Magnesium, I already explained. Dark leafy veggies, avocados, bananas, dark chocolate, like 99-100% dark chocolate, omega-3 fatty acid, fish, olives, nuts and seeds, avocados, and prebiotic food. You want to flourish your gut flora, onions, garlic, asparagus, artichoke, and make sure you go outside daily for some sunlight. Again, sunlight is so important. I know in Ireland we don't have that bright sun, but it's still really efficient if you go outside every single day. Let your skin see and feel the sunlight, because when we are outside, our body knows that's daylight and it needs to stimulate daytime hormone. When it's time to sleep, then the daytime hormones will be converted into nighttime hormone. So if you don't go outside, your body is not exposed to sunlight daily, then you have a low level of vitamin D, obviously, which vitamin D is not a vitamin, it's a hormone. It's a hormone D. Your cholesterol wouldn't be really regulated. Then on and on it goes. So you want to look into this. So what are a few things that really affects our hormonal health? Medications, oral contraceptive, any other medication that you might be on. This is throwing you off. So be aware of the side effects and what it's doing to you. Chronic stress, a blood sugar imbalance, a dysbiosis in your gut flora. Do you have too much of the bad one rather than the good one? Poor diet. And the last one is endocrine disruptors. This is a huge one. I want you to hear me on this one. So endocrine disruptors is what throws our hormones off. What are those? Fragrances, detergents, cosmetics, plastics. Any toilet paper you buy, kitchen towel you buy has fragrances. Shampoo, cream, any face cream, makeup that you're buying has chemicals added to it, or what they are using to create, to make it, to produce it, are toxic. So be mindful, whatever, because within seconds, when you apply something on your skin, it goes right into your bloodstream. And this could cause an inflammation, a stress response in your body. So what happens is it throws you off again. Hormonal imbalance. Plastic, how many plastic tubs do we have in the house? And then we go on and microwave it. And then this plastic that we're warming our foods, microwaving it, it goes into our food and we are eating it. Aluminium pots and pans. See, if you buy an aluminium pot today, 10 years later, you will find the aluminium pot is lighter. It's not as heavy as it used to. Where did the aluminium go? The pots and pans. Where did it go? It goes into your food. So every time you cook in aluminium pots, a little bit goes onto your body. So all of this, so the detergents, we've gone so clean now. We are cleaner than ever. Everything needs to be so clean. Yes, of course you need to be tidy. Of course you need to be clean, but you don't need chemicals to be sprayed everywhere. Our dishwasher tablets are chemicals. Our washing powder liquids are chemicals. Not only our plates, because it's been rinsed in toxic solution, our clothes. We're spraying fragrance in our home to smell good. Perfumes, all of it is going inside us. Whatever we inhale, whatever we apply goes inside our body. Of course, it's going to create a chaos. Of course, it's going to create a mess. Of course, it's going to create an hormonal imbalance. Of course, it's going to do it. Because they are endocrine disruptors. Of course, it's going to do it. And then in our food, We're buying food from the shop loaded with chemicals, sprayed on glyphosate. Organic food is no more organic because it's been sprayed and it's okay. They don't have to write it down. Glyphosate is killing us, our gut bacteria. It's causing a stress in our body, a hormonal imbalance. Cholesterol is going high. Why? Because there's so much solution. We're living in a puddle of toxicity from everywhere. Of course, it's going to create a chaos, and you think it's you. It's not you. You think it's your willpower. No, it's not your willpower. You think your body is not supporting you. No, your body is supporting you. It's still detoxifying. Your body is still holding you together. You think it's your body giving you these symptoms, these headaches. No, it's not you. It's not your body. Your hormone is still working for you, to support you. Why do you think the adrenaline is being released? To give you this energy to go and do the next thing. Why do you think cortisol is here? To give you this alertness. Why do you think insulin is here? Because it needs to help you. Insulin is coming to help you because there's this spike in your blood sugar. It's not harming you. Your body is not harming you. There's too much out there. But we are here today. You're listening to me, and I've done this work on myself and with other people. I know if we begin looking into how can I honor, how can I nourish, how can I reset whatever I've learned so far and come to a place, this hasn't worked for me. This person is not right for me. She's been killing me. She's been draining me for so long. I'm going to say, no, she's not in my present. She's not in my future. I'm not going to see her anymore. Hey, thank you. You've been so supportive for so long, but I don't think I want to be around you anymore. Say no. This food, this cereal box that you've been buying, this frozen burgers and pizza, you know the additives and preservatives added into this. Yes, it's convenient. It's convenient. Of course, it's convenient. I've done it myself when my children were young. I've done it myself. No shame in that because I didn't know better. But I know this pain and the symptoms that caused me after. Once I realized this additives and preservatives is not helping me anymore, then it's not for me. I'm not going to buy to feed me. I'm not going to buy to feed my children anymore. Of course, there's infertility in the world, of course, because we've been giving contraceptive pills to suppress the blood flow. Oh, your period is so painful. Okay, we don't need period anymore. I'll give you pills to stop your blood flow. But when you're bleeding every month, that's your body detoxifying. Women, we detoxify through blood flow. But if we suppress it, no, too painful, I don't want it, give me this medication, suppress it, then it's not good. So you've been suppressing this, then years later, when you want your period now, so you have to go back to beginning, to reset everything, to start at the beginning, when you were having your period, but it was a little bit painful. Why was it painful? Why was what was the cause of this pain? Why was the period painful? So instead of looking into the pain and opening the layers again, you go back to suppressing it. So when I work with a one-on-one clients, we go back into looking what has worked, what hasn't worked. We draw a timeline and looking into what happened before you were born with mom. Was there any stress she was holding in her body? Was there a trauma she was holding in the body? What happened when you were pregnant, when she was pregnant with you? Did something happen to her that probably you were affected? What happened when you were born and throughout life? What happened that's causing this imbalance today? So I hope this was helpful to you. And if there was one thing that I'd like you to go home with is it is doable. It is possible to reset. It is possible to reset your body, go back to breaking down the things that I have explained today. Your remove the plastics, the cosmetics, look for, there's quite a few organic toxic free cosmetics now. Reduce or remove the detergents, the fragrances, work on your diet, on your gut health, your blood sugar level, your stress, your nervous system, work on those, break those points into smaller habits, do the small habits daily, consistently, but above all, trust that this will work. Because I have done it, other people around me have done it. If you remove the leakages, what's not working for you, claim your health, because it's your body, it's your health, claim it. Don't let it affect you anymore. Don't let it don't let it affect you anymore. Yes, there was one time in life you didn't know better, but today you do. How can you clear the muddy waters? How can you remove the things that's not working anymore? Remove the ultra processed food, the toxic environment, the toxic things that's not working, any trapped emotions, clear the muddy waters. First, begin there. Then seal wherever there's a hole, like your gut lining, if there are holes, seal the gut lining, seal the holes that's leaking, draining your energy, wherever, which organ, which gland has a leakage, it's draining. How can we seal it? Work on reclaiming your body. Know your power. You choose every single day the food you eat. You choose whether you go to sleep at night or you stay awake watching TV. You choose whether you go out for a walk today or you continue doing the work. You choose the friends. You choose the TV shows that you watch, the music that you listen. Is it going to lower your vibration or is it going to increase your vibration, higher your vibration? Watch the way that you speak to yourself. How have you been watching yourself? Did you believe when, I don't know, your old boyfriend told you that you're not good enough? Did you believe him? Is it still there somewhere in your subconscious that you don't believe you're not good enough? How are you speaking to yourself? Did mom told you that you were a lazy one? You didn't do anything right. Did you believe it is still affecting you today? Today you need to overwork because she told you you were lazy. So now you can't stop working. You need to finish every task before you allow yourself, and the task is never ending. Where is it? How are you speaking to yourself? So I hope this was helpful. And for those who are attending live, I have a massive gift for you, and I'm going to send it to you via email for those attending live. And if you're watching it on the replay, send me an email. Let me know if there is anything specific that you want to work on, anything landed for you today. What was the thing that you took from this call? Do you want to work on your blood sugar? Do you want to work on your gut? Do you want to work on your stress? Which area do you want to work first? Let me know. And if you are resonating with what I've said today, I invite you to book in a one-on-one consultation with me if you want to take your health further, reset and nourish. Let's look into what you can do, because you can. You cannot decide before you even try. And I am in front of you right now. And if you've been following me on social media, you know where I was and where I am. And there are so many things that I'm still working on, and more what I realize is more my body is nourished, more my body is resetting, more things is coming to me that I need, more areas that I need to work on is coming to me. As your body builds this resilience, this capacity, then you keep on seeing, wow, I never realized this, that my body was able to do this. And I was married when I was 19 against my consent or will. There were things that I was holding from the past that I didn't even know. Now I have forgotten, but somewhere my body needed to let go of those. And if I was busy, if my body was so noisy, then my mind would be so noisy. And I wouldn't be able to release those traumas. I wouldn't be able to release those trapped emotions. I've worked with me, so I was the guinea pig myself. I worked with me first. I've tried and I've tried and I've tried, and I see the changes. I've seen the differences for the last few years, like 10 years or more. And then I tried on my clients when they allow me to do so. They're open-minded. Yes, let's do it. Let's try, Johan. I want to. And then we do it, and then they find it good. And then here we are. Now it's a method. This is a way I work. And I would love to help. I would love to support you on this journey. When we work on a one-on-one, there's so much more. Even the first health analysis questionnaire that you get when you book in, you answer about 52 questions. So again, it draws the timeline of what happens when mom was pregnant, what happened when before mom was pregnant, what happened when. So there's so much, like we revealed so much. And yes, all believe in the ways that we speak to our body, but we're not aware. We're not aware that we're doing it. Again, I'm coming from a place where I've been talking shit to myself, like a lot, not knowing. And then I started again for the last 12 years, I've been journaling. But I've been journaling before. When I started, I used to write down all the arguments that I would be having. That's like 12 years ago. This is how I would journal. I would write all the things that was going wrong with me. You are an asshole, like all this. But today I don't, because my mind is cleared with all those. It's no more about this. I don't give this power to anyone else. I am my source of happiness. I am my source of joy. I don't need anyone. I don't expect joy from anyone else. I want to stimulate this joy within me. What makes me feel happy? Gosh, really, I mean it so much. Being outside, growing my vegetables, playing with my children, watching a lovely movie once in a while, reading a good book. This really, really, really makes me so happy. Meeting my friend for a coffee, we go for a walk by the sea, being by the lake. We have a beautiful lake here, like just minutes away from my home. This really gives me joy. I was there once. I needed the man. I needed my mother. I needed them to be giving me something. My joy, my happiness, my validation came from them, because this is the way I was. This is the way I learned. But now, hello. Yes, of course I want them to treat me well. Of course I want them to congratulate me when I do something well. Of course I want them to ask of me. But my joy doesn't depend, it doesn't ruin my day anymore because I'm observing rather than being stuck here. There's so much more I can talk to you about. But I want you to come back to, and I wrote in my prayer, like I want to help women, like years ago, I want to help women come back to their power, because I felt powerless one time. Years ago, I felt like my body has no control. I don't have any control over my body. I was growing in size. I was like so poor. I felt inadequate. I felt not good enough. I felt like I was a mother. I wasn't doing the work that I could have done for my children. I felt not good enough. And under the light bulb moment, no, I'm not going to wait for someone to point their finger and tell me this. I'm going to change this. Change. You have this fire within you, a spark. I am ready to change because I want this no more. A new life. You can reset, you can nourish, you can come back to your power. You can, because I know you can. You have this power within you. You have your ancestors guiding you, your grandmothers guiding you from the spirit world. Be open to it. And if you're ready, if you're really ready and if it resonates with you, I invite you to let's work in a one-on-one capacity. I really want you to be in good health. And this is my passion in life now. It's like I want to work with people who are ready for the change. I don't want people who come and diet. I don't want people who come and diet 1 week, 2 weeks, 7 weeks. The diet didn't work. It's not the diet didn't work. The way you're speaking to you didn't work. We need to change this. I want to work with people who are really, Miraj, you know what? I really don't like the way I speak to myself and I don't know why this diet is not working. Please help me. Where is it? And let's discover together. It's not like I have all the answers. I'm going to discover it with you, but I'm going to be the friend with you. Do you know? Not to just tell you don't eat bread and don't eat pasta. It's not about this. Why should you not be eating bread? Why should you not be eating pasta? Because it's not doing good to you. That's why. When you come to this understanding why you should be doing it and honor, like come a place where I am so sparked to nourish. Yesterday morning, I opened my Instagram DM and a lady worked with me. We did a 6 weeks reset together and there's a tray of beetroots and carrots and onions and her salmon and her salad on the side. Morning, she's sending me this picture. Mira, you really, now this was in January, we worked together and a few months later, she still has this fire in her to work. I'm not watching her anymore. I'm not telling her what to do anymore every morning. Send me your picture. I didn't tell her. And I get that many times. Mira, you know, like something you said, and I have no idea because see, I have a few notes. I have no idea what I talk when I'm talking and I'm not watching it back. So, but something I say lands for you because I'm not talking from a place of notes, formula, A, B, C, D, do this, and then this is going to happen. No, come back to your power, listen to you. Listen to your body. It holds the wisdom. It holds the trauma. It holds the stress. And I really want to see you inside my consultation room, whether you come to my sunroom here or you come on Zoom again. I really would love to see you and let's do it together. So drop me an email or a message wherever you are watching from and let's take it from there. I'll send you the booking link and let's talk more. I look forward to helping you in your journey. Sending you so much love, and I'll see you again. Bye now.